Okay, just a quick video here to follow up on the chart we sent out last night to all of our free pick members. SBAC, very nice setup here. You had volume on this spike and then some volume coming in. A break of this this wedge here could have been very bullish and given us a nice pop. So it was one of the charts we had on watch today as Friday started trading. And here it is with today's candle included. You can see yesterday's high was 1934. It never did challenge that. Therefore, it was pretty much a no trade for us. We didn't do anything with it. But I got a couple other charts to show you a little bit of what we do here, because everything is about low risk entries with us. We called ABX. See that nice pop today? We had the gold stocks on watch this morning because they were strong. We never trade too early because the market's so whippy. So these are 5-minute candles from today. It hit 37.60 right here, came back, hit 37.60 again here, and then during this candle, we went ahead and toned it, sent out a tone to our chat room, called it at 37.61. Worst case stop 37.22, so about 40 cents. But as you can see, hit 37.61. Again, these are 5-minute candles. So 10 minutes later, the thing's at 38.09. And so then we can move our stop to break even. So we only had the 40 cents at risk for about 10 minutes. And then it was just scale out at will and enjoy yourself. And that was a great trade. From an entry of 37.61, this thing went all the way up to almost 40 bucks, 39.99. I sold my last portion for a $2 a gain. I usually scale out in thirds, quarters, whatever. I took half pretty quick, but scaled out on the rest. And my last portion was for over $2 a share for my last quarter of that trade, or last eighth, I'm sorry. Really broke it up because it just kept running. It was so strong. So just to give you an idea of what we do, we also called, this is kind of an interesting trade today, Harley, HOG. Let's go to the daily. Okay, had earnings, and just, you can see the chart was already ugly. It had lows of, back on November 21st, had a low of 11.54. It hit 11.96 earlier this week, and then had earnings and gap down and opened at 11.01. Let's go to the intraday chart and show you why we played it. Sold off, but here's the thing. Let me go back to the daily real quick. When this thing had bad earnings, look at the chart preceding it. Look at the daily chart. This thing came from 20 all the way down to a close yesterday of 12.40. So it's not like bad earnings were a complete shock. So for that reason, we had it on watch on an intraday level. And what you had was people who were shorting it because of the earnings here this morning. Immediately it popped back up, and then we had our base that we look for near the high of the day. That's one of our favorite setups. And my call was break of this base, stop at 11. So the trigger was 11.33, I believe. 11.33 right here. Stop at 11. And we had a good chance of taking out the early high. And then you got shorts. All these people who shorted here thinking Harley's going to zero. Now they're in trouble. And so this thing ran from 11.33 all the way up to 12.17. And again, we scaled out on the way up for another good trade. But the beauty of it was a nice tight stop. And it just made sense because we had the people who were chasing that short were a little bit late to the party. So who knows what Harley's going to do over the next few days, but gave us a very nice profit intraday. So anyway, we just post these to give you an idea of low risk entries and what we do throughout the day. And we use live voice to go ahead and tell the chat room where we're going to enter and where the stop goes and that sort of thing. So everybody have a good weekend, and we'll follow up next week.